We're good with the
talk about
promotion
saving
stuff.
money.
Yeah.
Matt Lair and
Robert.
Boniface.
There you go.
Robert or Bob?
Robert will do just fine.
Robert. Okay. Do you
Only
like
your
the
mom
formal?
can call you Bob, right?
When I'm 50 and above.
Who called?
Then I moved above.
Wait a minute. You see, I started off as Bobby. Then, for somehow in school, it got switched to Robert, and I didn't like that, but I never changed it. Then it went to Bob, and now all the people that have known me since I was a kid call me Bobby, and everybody else calls me Bob, but I like Bobby.
There you go. Keeps you young.
So you like Robert, and you're going to switch back when you get older.
Yeah, just for sake of my grandpa being Bob.
Really old, like when you hit 50.
Really old, like when I hit 50.
Jeez.
That's really old. Bob.
That's really old. Okay. So we'll call you Robert. Do you have a middle name that goes with Robert? Because mine's Robert Lynn.
Well, I can beat it. His last name is Boniface, so he goes by Bono.
There you go.
Bono.
There you go.
Okay.
We could do
Some
Bob.
stardom.
Yeah. I have nothing like that I can hang on to. Oh, well. Anyhow, you guys, Matt Lair and Robert, you say Boniface or Boniface?
Boniface.
Boniface. You put together a company that's saving people money. I don't know which one of you wants to take the reins and describe it, but...
Yeah, well, thank you for having us, Bob. Basically, we just identified, as most people have in this current economy, that there's a need, and a lot of companies have identified it, that people need to save as much money as possible. So we've basically put a online listing service, an advertising listing service in place that allows businesses to better interact with consumers and allows businesses to post coupons at their leisure, up to the minute, basically up to the day coupons, and then all the rest of us, all of us shoppers out there can do our part and access free savings, that easily just by going on iCouponOnline.com.
Okay, so you're getting ready to go out for your day shopping, and you sit down and you go to iCouponOnline.com. Is there a subject search? In other words, if you're going to pick up, speaking of screwdrivers, we talked about, you want to get a set of screwdrivers someplace. Is there a search engine? Is there a way to find those? How do you go about getting what you want off the coupons?
Kind of the brilliance in terms of the categories are very easy, searchable, down to the neighborhood in your local San Diego area. Really, you can get the service, the restaurant, the product that you need and want at the click of a button.
Did you know if you're good with Photoshop, you can actually make your own coupons?
Well, that's the idea a little bit. Is
that was kind of a joke.
No, but actually,
because some employees actually don't pay attention, and you walk in and it's like a 70% discount off of, but anyhow.
Bob,
so
you're
actually
serious.
No,
that's actually a main feature of the site because
I can create my own coupons.
Well, the businesses out there, if they want to advertise coupons, they have to go on, or they have to hire a graphic designer for the most part, have somebody create this, then they got to call a magazine, they got to place an ad, and then people finally see after all that money and all that effort the coupon. So the idea is, okay, as a business owner now, you can go on, you can upload your image, you can add the text, and then it just displays automatically for you. So there's really, you could do it within minutes. It's easy to use.
But that would be the vendor doing it, not the consumer determining their own price. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's something that I think we talked about off air was that, we would like to add a service too that the consumers could maybe suggest deals that they'd like to see, and then have businesses almost, kind of bid on those coupons.
Now, I was shopping with my daughter for a baby thing in one of the stores, and it was up on the top shelf, and I pulled it down, and there was a pricing gun inside. And so I priced a few things myself and took them up to the front counter, and they were very surprised at what a good deal I got. Ultimately, I told them it was a joke, and but so that's what the idea is, that you can interact with the consumer.
Well, really, it's not just that. In a tough economy, advertising dollars have kind of become skewed in the sense of what's the return a business can receive with their ad dollars. And a big form of coupons are a big service of advertising and specials in a local community. It's a great way to save money in your everyday actions, everyday, if you just go out to the store with the family. If you can save $1 here, $1 there, $1 when you go out to eat with the family, it makes a big difference.
Is there a stigma associated with coupons?
I think there used to be. I know I was talking to actually my grandmother, and she was telling me about all the coupons she used to save and that sort of thing. I think over time a negative stigma developed, or I don't want to be a I don't want to be a penny saver. It's not a big deal, but I think definitely.
Oh, it isn't worth my time,
Well, but I think now, people are really investing the time, and I think coupons are being redeemed now more than ever.
Especially with the economy.
Are you a coupon
I
flipper?
I am. Sunday paper, here I come.
I don't think it's necessarily just the idea of it being a coupon. I think it's attached to a whole nother world of advertising, and the fact that businesses really can formalize an advertising, any kind of ad, through the use of coupons.
Well, the other thing I like about it too is inventories wane and ebb with different retailers, even if in a chain. You might have one that sells out of an item and another one that's left with some of those items, and you don't necessarily want to ship those items to the store that sold out of them. What do? You could put a coupon online
absolutely
pretty quickly for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, what you just described would be a perfect scenario where they could say, hey, this brand of T-shirts isn't selling in this store, so let's cut 50% off on this location. We'll post a coupon this week. Hopefully you're letting your target market know exactly, okay, we need to get there this week to get this discount.
Write that down, April, because we're going to roll out your line of T-shirts pretty soon. With the pictures of April on it.
Yeah.
We're going to do a streaming web, but that's free for everybody except for the one that's shot of April. If they want to see April, they have to pay for it.
Sounds like a good service.
We could do a coupon for that, yeah. So anyhow, the retailers can go on the fly, so to speak, and put. So how do you, as a company, then make money off of this? Do they pay for the space they take up on the website? Is that kind of what it is, like traditional magazines? Or
right now we're actually offering a 30-day free trial to all businesses to really get them in there, get their feet wet, and understand what service we provide. And really risk-free. Right now in a tough economy, people don't want to spend $5. They don't want to spend $10.
So a retailer
right
right now has 30 days. They could try this risk-free.
Yep.
They can.
They can go on, post unlimited coupons if they want to do every day or twice a day. They could go on and create a new ad on the website.
We're right above a time to dance. That dance studio downstairs is like a very, very dear part of my life, and we should probably put the coupons on for that.
I'll stop in there on the way out.
Ballroom dancing, yeah, and there'll be somebody down there, the owners down there. So, and ballroom dancing's pretty hot right now. So
there you go.
But it's also one of those things that people can cut off rather easily.
Yeah.
What are you finding as you're just getting? This is kind of new, right? I mean, just launching.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We've just got the site up and running a couple weeks ago, about a month.
What are you finding that is kind of leading the way as you're just beginning this process?
I think a big thing that we've really pushed towards, and our kind of the conviction behind this whole company, is the idea that companies big and small can benefit from this service. It's not an expensive service to the point where the little guys, the little businesses that really drive the economy in those local neighborhoods, feel taken back.
Employees, that kind of thing.
And they can be put on the same platform as the big guys in the local neighborhood and still generate the same kind of consumers to come in the door.
I think he's exactly right. And I think one thing we are finding is going next door to, just a small mom and pop store, they're just as interested as the chains or the big companies. And so that's actually something that's pretty cool about it, is that we're talking to everybody, and we're not being forced to say, okay, they're not meeting our criteria, or people aren't going to be interested in that, but rather that it's actually going to benefit them even more.
Yeah. So ultimately, when we get this science down, and our previous guest, Larry Goldenhirsch, gets this thing down to where people can sell their excess carbon, since I have a negative carbon foot, I could put a coupon on the site and sell my carbon, to somebody else.
Your negative carbon footprint is going to be for sale.
It'll be saleable.
On that coupon, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we're heading with this, I hope. We'll get this all worked out.
We wish you luck with that.
Thank you. What do you think will be the target market of this? Is this going to be a retail-driven venture for you guys? Do you think that's where it's heading?
I think really the greatness behind it is it's not limited in any way. In terms of, by breaking down a service into so many categories, which the consumer can find specifically what they're looking for and find deals in their local area. It really doesn't limit retailers.
So it
Any
doesn't
sort
have
of
to be
business can provide a
candles at
service.
XYZ. It could be flying lessons.
Right. You could go in there and say, okay, I'm in San Diego, then I'm in La Jolla, and I want to see restaurants. And then from there, you got your list of coupons. Or you could say, I'm in San Diego, I'm in La Jolla, and I want to see dry cleaners or cleaning services. And then you get your list of coupons.